Hey y'all, I am back with another video today. We'll be creating like a real quick quote graphic for this song that I really like. I'm going to link the song in the description, but this is going to be short and sweet, so let's get to it. Okay, so first we're going to start off by opening up Illustrator, which is my vector program of preference. So I start off by adding the text, and the text that I'm using for this quote is "Enemy, you must go." So here, I've already selected the font, and right now I'm just positioning it to fit in the graphic that the way the right now I'm just positioning it to fit in the graphic the way I want it to be designed. That color palette right there, I actually pulled those colors from the cover art for this song, just to make it a little more in line with what, the whole essence of the song. Speaking of essence, the singer's name is Essence Natay, I believe. So yeah, shout out to you, girl, because you are out here doing your thing. I love that song. So anyway, now I'm just selecting the background, and again, I'm using those colors from the color palette. These are going to be the same colors used throughout the design for a cohesive look. And right now, I'm dragging in a pattern that I'm going to be using in the background. It's a little, just to add a little bit of texture. And I go in and make it a little darker than the actual background color so that it can come through a little better. And yeah, from here, that's what I'm doing there. Oh, now I'm about to make a clipping mask for it so that it can stay inside the artboard, as opposed to going outside the artboard, and just positioning it to make sure that it's behind everything. Now I brought in some leaf graphics, and this is just, just a little embellishments to beef up the graphic that we're working on here. You'll see me trying to find a good place to position it. And that's a part of, the everyday designing as well. Sometimes you know what you want to add, but you don't know how it's going to look in there. It takes a lot of playing with, moving around, making sure things look good. And now I'm going in and adjusting the colors of the text to also match that color palette. And I go ahead and add a little gradient on the graphics as well, trying to do a little some extra, and as well as the background. So then I'm going in again and creating a clipping mask for those graphics so that we can, pretty much see a finished looking preview. I'm going to save this down, and I also want to add a little animation to this. So now I'm going to export each of those graphics. I have to put them on their own separate artboard, but I'm going to export them from Illustrator so that I can then bring them into Adobe Express, which is where I can quickly add like little minor animations to the text and the graphics there. So here, that's what I'm doing, just still getting these particular elements prepared for export. They need to be on each separate artboard if you want them animated separately. Um, I hope that makes sense. And if I'm not clear about something on here, or if anyone has any questions about my process, the programs, fonts, graphics, anything, feel free to comment, hit me up. Or if you have any suggestions or something that you think might be a little easier than the way that I do things, I'm open to that as well. Love to collaborate, things like that. So here you see I've brought all the elements into Adobe Express, and now I have to reposition them in the order that I had them initially. So with that, I'm going in here. You see, I'm adding minor animations to it as well. Just intros for the text, and having it come together in the way that I want it to. But yeah, overall, this was something quick. Um, I enjoy doing this. It doesn't take too long, and I am going to do more of these. I love, love, love music, so a lot more of them will probably be quotes from different songs or scriptures. And Yeah, but I really just wanted to share this with y'all. So I did decide to try to get a little funky with the background. You'll see that I add like some green borders and another it honestly it got to be too much. So I do decide to go without, this extra portion that I'm adding in there, but I decided to leave it here so you can see, how I achieve that if you like this version better. But ultimately, yeah, like I said, I'll end up doing without that, and I export it, to then get our final look. You must go, okay? I hope you all have a great week this week, and don't let nobody mess with you, okay? Because God got you, and He has already defeated the enemy, okay? Bye, y'all.